Yes, people, then welcome back to the channel and welcome to RASENAL TV. If this is your first time here, I am your host, Dini, and we are here for episode 19 of the Rasenal Transfer Centre Winter Edition here on RASENAL TV. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel and also smash a like on the video as well. That helps me very, very much with this algorithm. I'm chipping away at it and I think I'm starting to make a breakthrough. But people, we have a like target of 50 likes on this video. You understand? 50 likes, pull it in there, and we have a subscriber target of 2,000, trying to hit that very, very soon. I'm pretty sure I can hit 2,000 subs by the end of February or even before then, but I can only do that if you smash the subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy this video I'm about to bring to you today. We have transfer news to talk about. Someone has made another exit again from Arsenal. Well, technically they didn't, but we're going to talk about it, and a certain Timber may be coming to Arsenal. Let's talk about it, people. But first of all, let's talk about Alexander Zinchenko. He was on loan at Nottingham Forest from the summer, and he hasn't had the best of times at Nottingham Forest. And we reported a few days ago on the Rasenal Transfer Centre that Nottingham Forest were looking to cancel his loan with the Arsenal, and he was also removed from their Europa League squad since Olaina has since returned from injury. Now, very quickly on Olaina, he posted on his Instagram the Eddie Guerrero song, or his entrance song, I Lie, I Cheat, I Steal. Just saying, that's what came out. But you know what? We move on. We can move on. You know, very briefly, because before we actually get into the transfer news, how good was our weekend? It wasn't great, but Man City dropped points and Aston Villa dropped points, people. So I know there was a bit of a meltdown on Saturday, but I was one of the most calmest ones out there. I said, you know what, it's a point, we got a point, we move on. And I'm pretty sure a lot of us are a bit calmer after that result against Aston Villa. Everton beating Aston Villa 1-0 away from home at Villa Park yesterday, and a nice goal from Barry as well. So I hope we can be a bit calmer after the weekend. I'm sure we're all looking forward to Inter Milan tomorrow. But back to the transfer news. Alexander Zinchenko. Ajax verbally agree a deal to sign Alexander Zinchenko from the Arsenal. Here we go. Confirmed from Fabrizio Romano. Agreement in place over loan until June. He leaves Newcastle not in the Forest, as I said. Olaina, since he's returned on from injuries, Zinchenko was dropped from the Europa League squad, and he was struggling for minutes this season as well at Nottingham Forest. Obviously, he couldn't play against Arsenal as we are his parent club. Zinchenko will fly to Amsterdam in the next 24 hours for his medical. Ajax will cover his salary, and a deal is in place. First reported by The Telegraph. Zinchenko's time at Arsenal is done. I saw some people talking on Twitter potentially saying, do we bring Zinchenko back for squad depth? And I'm like, no, there isn't enough space for him in the squad. And he doesn't even get above Lewis Skelly, and Lewis Skelly isn't playing the best right now. And if you're not getting into Nottingham Forest, I thought that would actually be a good loan for him. But if you're not getting into Forest's team, you're not getting into our team, and you've gone to Ajax now indeed. And you know what? Before we move on from Zinchenko, as I said, he was one of the people that came in with Jesus that upped the level of the Arsenal. Absolutely. But gotta move on now. Gotta move on. And I'm pretty sure Zinchenko will most likely be sold in the summer. I think this is a straight loan as well. I think it's a straight loan. Who knows if there is an option in there. We might get a few more details of this in the next few days. But Alexander to Ajax. Zinchenko has gone to Ajax on loan for the rest of the season. Let me know what you think of that in the comment section down below. Now, people, we might as well stay in the Netherlands because some big news broke yesterday regarding Quinten Timber of Feyenoord. And do we know who manages Feyenoord as well? Yeah, him. That one there, him. Robin van Persie has come under a lot of fire from Quinten Timber, and I actually have the quotes here as well. I'm going to read you those quotes in a second, but this is the story reported by Fabrizio Romano. Quinten Timber was not in the Feyenoord starting 11 today as things are moving behind the scenes on the market. Clubs have been calling in the last 48 hours with discussions underway. So you may be asking yourself, what is the current situation with Quinten Timber, Jurrien Timber's brother? Now, there's been a disagreement. There's been a big disagreement between him and Van Persie. I'm going to read you the quotes I have here. They were in Dutch and I've translated them. Quinten Timber: I am upset that Van Persie didn't protect me on ESPN. I didn't want to leave the club for free. I'm not someone who doesn't work. This crossed the line and I'll probably have a transfer in the coming days. This might have been his last match. Blasted words. And apparently this is the third time it has happened between him and Robin Van Persie, and hasn't actually defended his players. Apparently Robin Van Persie doesn't defend his players. He spoke to the Dutch reporters live, the Dutch news reporters live over there, and he blasted Van Persie. And you know that a lot of players have been doing that. A lot of managers have been doing that recently, being very outspoken. I don't know. Did Mohamed Salah start something when he spoke out against Liverpool? Because more and more people are just saying what's on their mind. And you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Yeah, you're getting paid big money to play football. And yes, you may have to respect your players. But if you feel like you've been hard done by, speak your truth. And now with that being said, it's now seen that Quinten Timber is set to leave Feyenoord. Now, Arsenal have been interested in Quinten Timber. I'm going to read you this article from the Court Offside that was posted a couple months ago, I think around October, November. It said that Arsenal aren't in the race for Feyenoord midfielder Quinten Timber, who is the twin brother of Jurgen Timber. We know this. He's available on a free transfer in the summer, and Arsenal believe he'll be the perfect addition to the squad as they look to fight for 4 trophies per coming up in the upcoming years. Now, Quinten Timber plays in midfield. He can play in an attacking midfield. He can also play in defensive midfield as well. He's primarily a central midfielder. He's earned 8 caps for the national team as well, but I need to let you know that Dortmund are also interested, Sunderland are interested, West Ham are interested, Crystal Palace are interested as well. I know there are other teams looking at Quinten Timber, and a lot of people, even Chelsea fans on Twitter, were talking about they want Timber. Tottenham fans were talking about they want Timber. I think even though it seems that Borussia Dortmund are the ones that are leading this race, the fact that we have Jurgen Timber in our team as well could be a big talking point. And could Arsenal do a deal for him? Someone that could leave on a free, someone that could leave on a free in the summer. But then again, with how he's been moving with Feyenoord in the last few days and the fact that he was blasted Van Persie live on the air, I think potentially getting a deal for Timber done could be on the cards for the Arsenal, but they haven't been, they're behind the scenes. They're analysing the situation. And I feel like if any deals are going to happen for Arsenal in the last few days, or in the last few weeks of the transfer window, it's probably going to be now. It's probably, this is where, so it might pick up for the Arsenal, because who knows? I still think we need help for Declan Rice. I still feel like Declan Rice needs a backup for him. And if Arsenal do sign a backup for Declan Rice, someone to just, help him out in that left 8 position, I feel like that would be great. In that 8 position, I feel like that would be really great. And it seems like Timber is someone that Arsenal could be looking at to bring in the next few days. But we will see. We will see. Quinten Timber of Feyenoord, would you have him at the Arsenal? Let me know in the comment section down below. That would be fun, having twins and other teams not knowing who is who. Is that Timber? Yeah, it is Timber, but which one? You know what I'm saying, people, them. Last but not least, India Kalian News dropped this exclusive yesterday that Newcastle United are ready to make Anthony Gordon available for a transfer this summer. The club are looking to upgrade in terms of output on G&A stats. People, I feel like if that is true, that's bad for Anthony Gordon. And if he wants a move to the Arsenal this summer, and this is why I already said for the left wing, Kenan Yildiz is my guy. Yildiz is my guy. And Juventus lost on the weekend as well. They lost on the weekend, but Yildiz seemed like, from what I saw, had a decent game. Again, Yildiz is the one for the left wing. And I feel like if that report is true, that Newcastle want to sell Anthony Gordon because they want to upgrade in G&A, why would Arsenal want to bring him in? I mean, they brought in Madueke. You never know what Arsenal can do. I don't know. But this is interesting. But if they're looking to push him out, make him available, Arsenal could get him on a cut price deal if Martinelli and Trossard go in the summer, but that's very unlikely. Martinelli is more likely to leave in the summer. We will see. But would you take Anthony Gordon at Arsenal? Let me know in the comment section down below, people. Pardon me. And last but certainly no means least, this comes from D Talking Arsenal, right? And apparently, Barcelona, they want to keep Hansi Flick for as long as possible, but the club are already studying 2 potential options to coach the team. Luis Enrique of PSG and Mikel Arteta of the Arsenal. This was also reported by Sport as well over there in Spain. Now, Arteta has been linked with the two biggest teams in Spain in the last few days, Real Madrid and FC Barcelona. Are they looking at the situation like, well, if he doesn't do it at Arsenal, will he like a move this season potentially? Would he like to move on if he doesn't win anything at Arsenal this season? Who knows? But we know that Barcelona are fine at the moment. Like I said, they want to keep Hansi Flick for as long as possible. But who knows? In the future, who knows what could happen with Arteta in the future? Real Madrid, in terms of transfers, in terms of managers, they may be looking one for the start of next season, a proper one, because Arbeloa is not going to be their future manager. He's just not going to be. But I think Arteta stays at Arsenal for the foreseeable future, as long as he starts winning and doing things he should be doing with this team, in my opinion. But that remains to be seen. So people, that has been episode 19 of the Rasenal Transfer Centre. We will be going live at 11 a.m. today. We're going to talk about the results on the weekend and how the weekend just went. And then from 12 till 1, we will be doing transfers, the Rasenal Transfer Centre Extra from 12 until 1. And then we're also going live again on TikTok. This will be on TikTok, sorry if I didn't clarify. We'll be going live on TikTok from 11 a.m. from 11 till 1 p.m. tomorrow on TikTok. And then also tomorrow on TikTok as well from 7 till 8, we're going to do the Inter Milan preview as well. So make sure you subscribe to Rasenal TV on TikTok as well. But more importantly, subscribe to Rasenal TV here if you've enjoyed the show as well. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash the like button as well. Are we on 50 likes yet? We better be. That would be very, very kind people then. Right, I've been your host, Dini. We will be back tomorrow with episode 20 of the Rasenal Transfer Centre Winter Edition here on Rasenal TV. I've been your host, Dini. Love and guidance people. Them have an amazing day. Peace.